Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon or morning, depending on where you're joining from. I'm Rebecca Soames. I'm the head of marketing here at Travel Tech, and today we'll be discussing new to cruise and how to take your cruise sales to the next level. So just before we get started, I want to share with you that this session will be recorded with you, and I'll share the recording shortly after, along with the contact information of our hosts, Oscar and Neil. And if you have any questions throughout the session, please use the Q&A function within Zoom. It's at the bottom bar there. And you can ask us questions and we'll be answering sporadically throughout the presentation, but we'll also do a general Q&A at the end. So just to run through what we'll be talking about today. So obviously we'll be doing welcomes and introductions. We'll be doing an overview of the cruise market opportunity and what that means for your businesses. We'll do a quick segment on understanding cruise products, and we'll also be talking about technology to help you sell more cruise before we get into a Q&A. And I'd like to introduce to you our hosts. So we have Neil Welsh, who is the head of UK and EMEA Sales here at Travel Tech. And we also have Oscar Garrido Suarez, who is the head of LATAM Sales and API Lead at Travel Tech. So Neil, I'll hand over to you so that you can do the introductions to who Travel Tech is.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today. So today is all about new to cruise. So why would you be interested in selling cruise for your travel agent or your tour operating business? So first of all, who are we? We're an established technology company. We've been trading over 25 years, and our focus is on providing technology to travel agents and tour operators, specifically leisure travel agents and tour operators. Part of our USP is that we have direct connectivity to over 300 direct suppliers integrated on the platform. So cruise suppliers, obviously, flight suppliers, hotel suppliers, and ancillary suppliers. So we are a UK-based company. We're based in the UK, but very much a global business. So we have business all around the world, significant business in North America, South America, across Europe, and also in APAC. Some of the brands are very significant. So you'll see the 4 logos there. I'll touch on what they use our technology for. So Imagine Cruising, they're a very well-known tour operator based in the UK, but are actually operating in other places around the world as well. And they're using our technology to actually package cruise. So they're a genuine tour operator. Hays Travel are the leading independent travel business in the UK, and they have thousands of users that use our technology, and they use our technology to search for suppliers. So they would use our technology within their shops, within their call center, to search for cruise and make bookings. Cruise planners are in the US as well as in cruises, and both of those are using our API. And they're using our API for their own internal systems and using us as a means to connect to the cruise line. So I would say we're a technology company that specializes in providing cruise technology-based cruise technology to travel agents and tour operators around the world. Next slide, please, Rebecca. So why would you enter the cruise market? Well, the obvious thing from a travel agent and a tour operator point of view, they're very high booking values. Okay, so you have to work, you don't have to do as many bookings to achieve high revenue. Also very generous commissions given by the cruise line. 20% of customers now prefer to book cruises online. So through the slides, we're going to show you and illustrate some of our technology that will allow you to present searches to your customers that allow them to book online. The global capacity for cruise is also going to increase by 19% by 2028. So new opportunities. So cruise many years ago was thought of as a demographic of a client that was very old. Okay, so that things have changed now. So in fact, the average cruiser is now 46 years old. Okay, so it's a lot younger than it once was. And those customers are are willing to book in different ways. So whereas before it was very much of a manual process, walking into shops, these customers are proving that they're wanting to book online. International travelers are considering to take their first cruise. 71% of international travelers are now considering in taking their first cruise. 96% of all cruise ships are expected to operate at or and above 100% occupancy. So it's incredible demand. And that is alongside increased capacity as well. So the global cruise capacity is forecast to grow by at least 10% between 2024 and 2028. So this graph illustrates the growth. So this year, we've got new ships, significant new ships from NCL, MSC, Disney, Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Oceania, Celebrity, and Virgin, as well as others as well. So real significant increases in product. So there's more product for travel agents and tour operators to market. So it's about understanding the cruise products as well. So there's a space for everyone within the cruise market. So you could be a small travel agent that's looking to provide a niche service to your customers, or you could be an OTA or a tour operator that's looking to scale your business and enter the market. And there's different types of cruise product as well. So there's ocean cruises, and that could be made up of small ships, large ships, river cruises, expedition, and wellness cruises as well. And an interesting fact as well is 73% of cruise travelers say that a travel advisor has meaningful influence on the decision to cruise. So it's really important that you understand the products, the different products that the cruise lines are actually providing, and you match that up with the customer needs. Next slide, please, Rebecca. So just some ideas how to sell more cruise using the technology. So you could utilize advanced technology to enhance customer service and experience. So if you think about this, cruise, there's lots of cruise lines, lots of cruise ships. So in investing in technology, allowing your agents to be able to search the cruise in a better way is going to provide a better service to your customer. So the customer is more likely to come back to you as well. Offer a diverse range of cruise products to meet your clients' needs. So on the previous slide, we illustrated the different types of cruise lines, cruise products. It's important you understand that and choose a product that fits your business well. Engage cruise customers through multi-channel marketing strategies. So it could be a website, it could be digital marketing, it could be through social media. There's different ways now to get to your customer, and you can use our technology to do that. Inspire your customers with bespoke, tailor-made cruise packages. So if you're a travel agent, you could sell cruise only, and some of those packages also are given to you by the cruise line. But if you're a tour operator, you could use our technology to sell cruise with flights and hotels and create your own tailored packages. Empower your agents with the right tools to efficiently search and book cruises. Very similar to the first point. So if you invest in technology and give the right tools to your agents, they're able to provide a better service to your customers. Make sure that you choose the right cruise product effectively and quickly and at the right margin for you. Promote the best cruise deals by adding exclusive benefits or values rather than just relying on discounts. So many years ago, discounting was the only way of differential, but these days, many of the leading OTAs for cruise and travel agents for cruise, what they do is they put added value and benefits to their cruise proposition to their customer rather than just discounting the commission that is given to them by the cruise line. Next slide, please, Rebecca. I think that's over to you, Oscar.
Yeah, thank you, Neil, and hi, everyone. So right now, so as you can see, I think the cruises is getting more important into the market. So now, how travel tech can help you just to start selling cruises, or if you want to sell more cruises in your business. So as you can see here, the main benefit that you can obtain using the travel tech technology is the direct connectivity with the cruise lines. So we have more than 35 direct connections with cruise lines, ocean and river, and all of them can use your own commercial agreement. So that means that based on your commercials, you will get the full commission payback from the cruise line. Then we will go through different solutions that we can offer. So the first is the white label. So we have a really comprehensive white label solution for cruise, and it's ready to go, and it's really easy just to set up with your own logo, with your own brand guidelines, just to make similar to the same look and feel that you have for your company. Then we also have a custom websites. So if you are a customer that is looking to go to a step forward and you want a customized journey, or you want to display the information in a different way to your customer based on your market, for example, we can do it for you as well. Then we can also provide integrated search. So if you have already an existing website and you are looking for a widget that you can just paste into your existing website to allow the customer to search, compare pricing, or even make bookings online, we have also that solution for you. And finally, we just go through an overview about our cruise packaging solution. So it's basically, we will just give it to you the main benefits of using these technologies to combine flights, hotels, transfers around the cruise element. Next slide, Rebecca. Yeah. So in this slide, we'll just to present some of the cruise lines that we have with direct connectivity. Obviously, there are no of them showing here because we also have river cruise lines as well, as I mentioned. But just to give it to you an idea of the different brands that are integrated in our system, how you can also display gross rates or net rates. So you have fully control of the different rates that you want to display during via our technology. And also everything will be based on your commercial agreement with the cruise line. So if you have any preferred rates that is part of your agreement, that preferred rate will display on our solution as well. Next, Rebecca. Thank you. So now we are going just to take a moment and review our white label solution, which is called Rapid Deploy. So with this solution, this is something that we can develop and implement for you in 5 days. So it's really easy just to put into your system, and you are going to be able just to sell in cruises and online. Here is also give it to you an admin tool where you can personalize with your own branding and color scheme. So you can put your logo, you can put your color into this white label. Everything is cloud hosted. So that is one of the most important things that we have now in the internet environment, where the security and the performance is one of the biggest things that the customer will looking for. Then you can decide if you want a full website. So imagine that you want full site, for example, a homepage, including the booking journey, or if you only want the booking journey to have integrated on your existing website, we can provide to you the full options, and they are fully responsive. So any customer that is going to connect or access to this site via any device will be able to see all the information with no issue. So basically, we're going through straightforward with all the information. Then, as I say, it's really easy and quick, the implementation. So it's taken around 5 days, working days to have this implementation ready for you. And you can just start the configuration and customizing the branding. And the most important thing is this site has live pricing and is fully online bookable. So that means that we are going to set up your credentials for the cruise lines. You are going to be able to display to your customers all the rates with the live pricing in real time and the live availability. And your customer can generate a quote if they have any question, and you can just contact them to complete the booking, or they can book online as well. So you have a fully comprehensive solution just for your customers. If we go next, Rebecca. Thank you. And the custom website, this is something more customized. So if you want to, instead of taking our white label, you are looking for providing a specific solution to your customers, or something special that you are looking for just to display the information, different booking journey steps that you are looking for, we can do it for you. So basically what we do for this solution is we try to basically create this solution based on your market. So you have some market requirement specific. For example, I want to display dual currency during the booking journey, or I want to have 3 steps during the booking process instead of 4. So we can basically customize the full journey for you based on your requirements. It's really easy for the customers to book online, because basically based on your requirements, we build that solution for you, and you are going to be able to provide that solution to your customers. Empower them to search and compare itineraries. So as you know, with this solution, you can have multiple cruise lines enabled. So the customer can compare between Costa, MSC, Royal Caribbean, compares itineraries, compares live pricing and promotions, and decide which one they want to use to complete the booking process. This is also, I think, is other important thing for your business is save the money and time, because if you have a really good tool for your customers, your call center is not going to receive any quotes, any inquiries, or any calls from the customers. They're going to be able to review the availability, pricing, and compare between all of those to make the bookings. Obviously, you will save money and time if the customer can book by themselves. And then we have generate value leads for your sales team, because also for this particular solution, if a customer has any question, they can just generate a quote to your team, and your team can receive that information and contact the customer to close the booking. So I think basically for this solution is a step forward from the white label solution, more customized for your market or for your business, but we'll give it to you all the functionality and the best experience for your customers. So now back to you, Neil, to talk about Vaisal.
Thank you, Oscar. Do we have any questions yet, Rebecca?
Yeah, we've actually had a few questions come through. So we have one around connectivity. So can travel tech connect to the cruise lines in any geographical market?
Okay, that's a really interesting question. So technically, yes. Okay, so think of us really as a GDS for cruise. So we have a direct connection to cruise lines for all markets. But selling cruise is a little bit more complicated. So in some markets, there's GSAs and PSAs that represent the cruise line. And in some markets, there's different flat files and cache files that the cruise lines provide to complement the connectivity. So sometimes there is some discovery needed in some markets, but technically we can connect to the cruise line in every market. So the answer is yes, but there's sometimes some research and collaboration needed between us, cruise line, and the travel company.
Right, and I have another question, which obviously being new to cruise webinar, but do I need to have cruise product expertise in my business to sell cruise?
Well, I think it does help, if I'm honest. The whole point of investing in technology is that you are invested in technology to make it easier for your business to sell cruise. However, in anything that you sell, you should have an interest in what you're selling, and you should do your own research in terms of what you would like to market and who you would like to market to. The idea, for example, if you're a travel company and you have a cruise expert in your business, the whole point is investing in technology, is you're invested in technology to help the other guys get up to speed alongside that expert within your business. But if you're going to sell anything, whether it's tours or cruise, then as a travel company, you should invest some time to make sure that you understand the product, and the technology will help you perform well.
Okay, and then I have another one that's asking, could I have multiple cruise lines enabled, and can I use my own commercial agreement with the cruise lines?
Thanks, Rebecca. I will take that one. So
Okay.
the answer is yes. So we can enable multiple cruise lines, and you have the options to enable or disable which cruise lines you want to display on the different solution that we can provide to you. And then about the commercial agreement, yes. So we don't have any commercial relationship with the cruise lines. So the commercial relationship will be between you and the cruise line. So we'll use your commercial agreement, and we will display all the rates, or if you have any nego rates available for any particular cruise line, for example, everything will be available via our connectivity.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. I think that's all for the questions now, but we will be doing a Q&A at the very end again. So if you do have questions, feel free to add them into the Q&A function. Back over to you now.
Okay, so this slide, iSell. So iSell is a travel tech brand, but it's a search and book application that travel agents would use to search and book product. So part of the benefits and features of iSell includes an integrated CRM, which means the travel agent is able to manage customer profiles, customer inquiries, and customer quotes. The travel agent would use it in a way that when they take the inquiry from the customer, the whole point of using iSell is they're able to search multiple suppliers all at the same time and then receive consistent results back from the suppliers at the right margin so they can provide a better service to their customer. So if you think about if you were searching 5 or 6 different cruise lines at the same time, having to go off into the cruise line systems, be trained on those systems, and then compare itineraries and compare price. Using iSell, you can go into one environment, search all those cruise lines at the same time, bring back the results, and feel confident enough even to move the screen around and show your customer. So you really are investing in the tools to help your agent provide a better service to the customer. Within iSell, it does, as I say, have an integrated CRM, which allows you to generate stylish, good-looking quotations for your customer. In terms from a management point of view, you're able to track conversions and callbacks that your team are managing within iSell. And these days, it's really important that the whole platform is accessible via an API. And the reason for that is sometimes we work alongside other technology companies as well. So it could be an enhanced CRM, or it could be a back office system. Whereas if iSell is in its own environment and you couldn't get to it, then it makes it very disjointed if you have other technology pieces in place. So iSell is fully API enabled. As Oscar alluded to on the previous slide, it's hosted in the cloud using AWS, which means it's highly resilient and very scalable. Within iSell, you're able to use our financial suite, which will allow you to control margins and discounts. And if you think about it, it's a reason for that. It means that the management are in control of what your sales user is actually selling at. So all the margins and discounts are preloaded. And also, lastly, but certainly not least, it's multi-layered with different permission sets. And basically, in layman's terms, what that means is iSell could be used for 5 users, but we have some very significant businesses that have thousands of users. And all of those users might be in different groups or different branches or in different business sectors. And iSell can be configured so that they see what the business wants them to see. So they can have different accesses within iSell. So they can see different products, or they can even be running at different margins. Next slide, please, Rebecca. So cruise tech. So there's two different types of packaging. So let's make this really clear right from the outset. There's cruise DP, which is taking the cruise to the basket and then adding flights and hotels and cruises on the basket. And that could be delivered in 2 environments. It could be delivered internally for an agent, literally to dynamically package a cruise on the fly, providing a service to the customer. Alternatively, we can provide a booking tool for a consumer to take the cruise to the basket and add on flights and hotels, in effect, creating their own package. From a tour operating point of view, the most popular type of packaging is pre-packaging. And the best way to describe that is if you were selling a cruise with a flight and hotel, rather than telling the customer that the cost of the cruise is this, the cost of the flight is that, and cost of the hotel is this, so the customer can see the prices for all three elements, what you're doing is presenting it as one price to the customer. And that's important. It means you are a tour operator, and it means that the suppliers would provide you net rates for cruise, for flights and hotels, and you're able to create more margin because you're presenting one price to the customer rather than giving them element pricing. Travel tech provide both types of packaging. Cruise dynamic packaging is very popular as a call center tool, but from a consumer-facing tool, it's more popular to present it as one price to the customer. In effect, making it easier for the customer to book the package by giving them less choice. Part of the values and benefits that travel tech can provide to tour operators is packaging cruise is, yes, we provide live connectivity to cruise lines, but we also have live connectivity to flight suppliers, including all the GDS gateways, a long list of hotel suppliers, transfers, and attraction, and all ancillary type of suppliers integrated on the platform. And there's a packaging admin that would allow your product team to create packages. So creating packages and inspiring customer is one thing, but then having to manage the pricing is something different. So if, for example, you created a package and it had 10 different itinerary dates, as soon as you created that package and priced it up, it's almost out of date already because of obviously the pricing is fluid from the suppliers. Our admin will allow you to create the package and it automatically updates itself with the live pricing from the suppliers. So in effect, what you're doing is you're giving the technology to your product team to create inspiring packages, but at the same time, you're taking away the resource from having to price up manually every day. We also have a cruise allocation system that will allow you to import cruise allocations that you got from the cruise lines. And we've also got flight and hotel inventory modules, which is very important for companies that specialize in cruise packaging, particularly flights. A lot of the cruise packaging product that is sold, a lot of it is actually sold outside of 12 months. Cruise customers generally put the packages very early, which means it's outside of GDS range. So we include a flight module where you can put your own allocations in as well. And our packaging technology allows upsells through the booking journey. So, for example, if the consumer was presented a price as a package, they would be presented a price to upgrade the flight, upgrade the hotel, and upgrade the cabin. Rather than DP, where they'd be given hundreds of choices of hotels and flights, you're cutting down the choice, but you're giving them some flexibility through the booking journey as well. And lastly, but not least, we provide multi-channel distribution. So once you've loaded the product in one place, you're able to distribute the product via the API to external platforms. You're able to distribute it on B2B and B2C web platforms. And obviously, you're able to distribute the product to your own staff via the selling system. Next slide. On to questions now.
All right, so just a reminder that if you haven't already, submit your questions and we'll run through just a few more that we received while you were presenting. So one is about the Cruise API. So I think, Oscar, this might be you. Is there a Cruise API solution to do the integration with my team? I would like to design my own cruise site.
Thank you, Luca. Yeah, that is a really interesting question because we have the Cruise API solution. So if you have a development team or if you have been working previously with a third-party designer company and you want to take our API to build your own booking journey for cruise, you can do it because we can provide to you our Cruise JSON API, and you can manage the integration and you will have fully control of the UI UX journey.
Yeah, thank you. And Neil, I think this one's going to be for you. Can I use my own CRM and back office?
Well, the answer to that is yes. So part of the value of the travel tech platform is it's fully API enabled. So it means you can use as much of the technology you want to. And if you've got your own back office, it means that you could use our search and book platform, and then you can come and get the booking and put it in your back office. One thing that I would say is our back office is fully integrated within our sales system as well. So from a cruise platform point of view, you won't find a more tailored back office system in the market for a cruise travel agent or tour operator. As soon as you make a booking, it goes automatically in the back office, and the cruise itineraries are really easily consumed by the back office and then stylishly presented on the customer documentation. And from a back office point of view, we're also able to allow connectivity to the cruise line that would allow you to amend the booking that you've made with the cruise line. So I think there's a common theme in the market these days that as post-booking, probably I would say, hazard a guess, is probably 50-60% of the work involved in the booking is post-booking rather than actually making the booking. So providing technology that would allow you to streamline operations once the booking has been made is great, adds great value and benefit to the solution that we provide.
I think we have a question that actually ties really well into this, which is, are cruises complicated to administer once the booking is made? Which you've kind of sort of answered already, Neil, but in more
Well, in
detail.
some ways they're not, in some ways, because if you think about it, you're buying the cruise from one supplier. Okay, so sometimes if you're a travel agent or a tour operator and you've got a complex itinerary that you've put together with lots of flights and lots of hotels, it's going to lots of places where actually there's lots of suppliers that you need to administrate. Now, from a cruise perspective, that itinerary could be just as long, but it's just one booking with one supplier and one reference number. So from an admin point of view, it's really attractive from a travel agent's perspective because the gross revenue is high, the commission is high, and in post-booking, the onus of responsibility, a lot of it is with the cruise line. But as you said, what we do as well to streamline that even more, if you have our back office, you can even administrate the cruise booking through our back office and saving you having to contact the cruise line directly.
All right, and I think we have one last question unless anyone else submits, but what is the most effective way to package cruise?
It's the different types. Well, it depends on the channel. Okay. So from an agent point of view, the travel agent point of view, so if you're giving a tool to your own travel agent that's taking inquiries from customers, probably Cruise DP, you can see the value and benefits of that. In effect, as the call comes in, they're using the software to search for the cruise, search for the flight, search for the hotel, and putting it all together. But from experience in working with the tour operators that we do, having a product person within the business and in creating product that's already been created and inspiring the customer so they can see that package. And then when they call through, or if they book online, then they're booking the package that's already been created by the product person. So when the call comes in, the agent is not having to create the package and ask lots of closing questions. They're asking about a package that's already been predefined, and using the software, they can actually go in and actually book that package specifically and save them lots and lots of time. So I think the two work well with each other. In my opinion, from a consumer-facing point of view, I think the one price with multiple elements, making it easier for the customer, because there's not a lot of choice for them to do, is better. And we certainly see from a productivity point of view online, it's an easier transaction. Whereas if you go the other way and you present Cruise DP to the customer, well, in effect, you're just asking them to create their own package.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you both so much for your presentation today. I believe that's the end of our questions. As I mentioned, we'll be reaching out to you with a recording of this webinar, as well as the contact information for Neil and Oscar if you have any other follow-up questions or are interested in learning more or having a personalized demo. So thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you at our next webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you.